Here we go. We've done it again. Oh, man, we got to change this. We got to change this opening screen. I can hear you smacking all over the place.
Even
Food
though
porn.
the microphone was like away from my face.
Food porn. Don't you start neither, because I already know what time it is. I don't have a lighter. I'm unsure if I need to use the bathroom, and there's still fried chicken on the stove.
Oh, I got to change places.
There, we're good for now. All right, here we go. All right. Wouldn't it be funny if we had a LexiCam? Like, maybe not right now. You know what I mean? Maybe later in life.
You could put up for a poll. Have the people decide.
We can. Welcome to another episode of William versus the World. And today, this episode is sponsored by this fucking book, okay?
What book is it?
Hold
What
on,
you got?
I can't. Well, I got this nasty microphone, so we can never see anything. Hold on. This is a lesson. I don't like this because I can't talk. All right, here we go. See how I'm talking like this? A lesson a week. The theory of guitar made easy. So this week's episode, do you have the hiccups? Are you going to have the hiccups? Do you want me to mute you?
No. I'm good.
I'm never going to get through this because I could tell. I'm going to say something. You're going to go, heel.
No, I can always like mute myself as well too. If
Okay.
I feel it coming on.
I felt it because I started to talk.
You know me so well, like you can tell.
Well, I started talking about, I was going to do the sponsor, and then you went, heel.
I'm sorry.
All right, no bullshit.
Dragon.
This episode of William versus the World is sponsored by this amazing book from my buddy Vince. It's called A Lesson a Week. The Theory of Guitar Made Easy. Now, I understand guitar is one of those instruments that is, easy to learn and hard to master. So, I mean, if you had to fit in a ton of information about guitar and you needed every line to be cognitive, coherent, and be a tool. If you had one book and you had all the information to fit in one book as a tool to learn guitar, this is a great book. Because it's hard to fit everything about guitar into one book. But if you ever had to try to do it, this is a damn good attempt. Hold on, I got to go check on the fried chicken because we can't have an oil fire.
Okay.
Think about the book.
Think about what's in the book and then ponder about what's in the book and then fantasize about what's in the book and then think of yourself reading the book while playing the guitar and then ponder and fantasize you reading the book, doing the practices that may or may not be in the book. I don't know what's in the book. And then do the practices in the book while playing the guitar and then fantasize about the whole thing upon William's return.
Thank you, Lexi. So I'm going to read it, and I'm going to try to keep the graphic up. The Theory of Guitar Made Easy serves as both a supplement to your other guitar lessons as well as providing a unique insight into the theory behind what is required for you to truly understand your guitar playing as a whole. Through the simplified, easy to understand lesson per week design of this book, you'll enhance and broaden your musical studies, thus increasing your pool of guitar theory and knowledge. Week by week, you'll expand your musical knowledge, learning to apply in real time, straight to fretboard, what is learned from each weekly lesson. By understanding music theory as applied to the guitar, you become more of a seasoned guitar player, creating better guitar solos and song compositions. And honestly, like, once again, if you were going to all try to fit it into one book, this is an amazing tool. I kind of struggled and fussed with guitar and music theory when I first started playing because I was convinced that I was going to be like everybody else, ignore music theory and take shortcuts. Now, I'm not saying that you need music theory to play music. I'm certainly not going to make that argument, but I do feel that it's just one of those things that if you do know music theory, it's like learning the language or a language of music. I'm sure that there's more than one, and in fact, we know that to be true. So reading this book can really help you learn the language of music, and if all you had was this book, it'd be a damn good book. Like, if you wanted to play guitar and all you had was this book, no internet, no Wi-Fi, this would be a great book. I wish I had this book when I learned guitar. It would have been amazing. It's also good for brushing up and jumping back into music theory. If you know a little something about it, like I jumped in there and I started to read it. It's not a long read, so you can jump around. I read all of the weeks in a day. And it was great for me because I'm lazy and I don't like to read music theory or use it fucking ever until I get into a jam. But this was a wonderful way to look at it without the anxiety. Lexi, is there something on your mind? Do you need a tissue?
No, I found something.
What do you got? I'm going to go turn the chicken off because I'm not getting up again. How's it going, guys? Thank you, Han Solo.
I'm using newspaper.
I see you guys in there. Chat in the YouTube chat or the Twitch chat if you wish.
I'm using
Thank you guys for being here. Sorry about the technicalities tonight on Meta and Facebook networks. Fuck them. I might go live on Instagram just to torture people, but other than that, here we are and we're here together, and that's the main thing.
Are you
Yes.
turning off the chicken?
I'm going to turn off the chicken right now.
Oh.
That's to not burn the house down.
Okay.
Turn off the chicken. Oh, no, I'm going. BRB.
Okay. Trying to think of talking. Okay. There was one time at the barn over yonder, there was a pretty chicken. The chicken was 1 foot tall. 1 foot. She had bedazzled feathers, sparkled under the starlight, really got scientists confuzzled on how a chicken feather could glisten and sparkle under the starlight sunlight. As the chicken was walking, out comes the farmer. Farmer McGee. Farmer McGee saw the chicken and was like, "Oh my gosh, you're like really pretty." And then the chicken got on fire and died.
The chicken got to kicking.
The end.
Thank you, Lex. Hey, we gotta work together. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
So before we get started, I just want to have a quick conversation. Okay, just a quick recap of the moments in time. When is it, or is it ever, okay? We love, of course, people that have challenges. Shit, I'm challenged. Probably more than most. One thing that we certainly have love for, and we believe here, before I go on, something we have a tremendous space in our hearts and a tremendous amount of patience for, of course, is for people in need. That's not a gimmick. That's a part of my private personality. My mother was a social worker, and I grew up as a foster kid. I'm adopted. I grew up in lots of homes, and to this day we do benefits and charities, and we speak on the behalf of people in need. Another thing is I grew up in institutions and jails and prisons, and one thing I saw a lot of was people spending time and living in prisons and criminal and punishment environments that were disabled or had handicap or mental health issues. And when I say issues, I mean they needed attention, and a prison cell, in my opinion, wasn't the appropriate living environment to suit their medical needs. Okay? So I have quite a bit of experience in this. But just for everybody at home, I want you guys to know that any country or band or town or any group of people, okay, is really measured and judged by the... I muted you.
I also muted me.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just playing in front of the house.
You're the best.
See how my stage skills are? Like, I'm just like, boom, boom, boom. Like, I know, you're like, it is what it is. Like, hadn't you known, I was doing my job, you know? I just want you to know.
You're the best. Thank you.
Any group, any community, any county, any band, any society is best measured by how they treat their weakest, sickest, oldest members. Any group, any band, any football team, any group of people that are occupying the same space and environment can only be measured based on how they treat their most marginalized or weakest people. So I want to say that before I go on, because I want to know, when is it okay for handicapped or mentally ill people to behave offensively, promote symbols of hate, violence, or mass genocide or supremacy? I love handicapped people. I'm handicapped. So I want to know. I went to prison for 17 years. I was behind bars all my life, and I grew up with people that faced a lot of mental challenges and physical disabilities. And I want to know, when is it okay for people that have mental challenges? I'm friends with a lot of people that have handicap and mental challenges. I'm not a fucking doctor or a judge. I love these people unconditionally. I don't see people with these challenges. I have a hard time finding the English sometimes to call them disabled, because people that I know that have unique challenges and obstacles in the world tend to have very high strengths in other areas. That's just my experience in the institution and clinical environment. When is it okay for mentally ill people to behave offensively or criminally? This isn't digital plantation politics. I'm asking a serious question. Some people will make the claim that asking for intellectual honesty is too threatening for us all to unite. So I guess I'll remain publicly and proudly divided for anyone who cannot recognize another human being when they see one. It comes down to cognitive division over a definition and standard of what it means to be decent, with our permission and guidance from heroes, political figures, and magical thinking. We shouldn't need permission from deacons, popes, war generals, celebrities, or rock stars to determine what is decent and human. And I'm going to leave it at that. All right. Hey, thanks everybody for making it. Thank you, Trish. I love her. She's awesome.
No, I'm laughing that you're like, thank you everybody for making it.
Thank you everybody for making
Like
it.
you never hear
What?
a lot of content creators
Yeah.
or like podcasters like acknowledge the people that are listening to them and be like, thank you guys for making it.
I appreciate it.
Right.
I'm genuinely appreciative.
Mm.
Yeah, the cool thing about me is, like, sometimes I just say stuff, and people will agree or disagree. But you know that I'm going to say it. And you know that I mean what I say, and I say what I mean, and I talk a lot of shit because I could back it up.
As simple as that.
So when I say your breath smells, I'm keeping it real.
Right.
When I say there's a booger on your nose, you could be mad at the science. But would you rather me tell you that there isn't a piece of toilet paper hanging from your heel? Would you rather me say that piece of iceberg lettuce really isn't in your teeth? That's what you have to ask yourself. Would you like me to lie to you? So the cool thing is, I might tell you got a little piece, you might get a little piece of iceberg lettuce in your teeth, and you may not like it. But you know what you're going to get from me. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to look you in the eye, and I'm going to keep it real. And I don't get into magical thinking.
You keep it a bean.
I keep it a buck. And
You keep it a brick.
right. So if I don't like you, I'm going to keep it a bean. If I love you, I'm going to tell you to your face.
Because you say what you mean, and you mean what you say.
Every time.
Keep
That's
it
the good
real.
thing. People know about me is don't ever hope that like if there's something going on and you want to be friends with me and we got something to square up or put on the table, I'm a public person. I like to get it squared away. So if we got business to attend to, don't think just know I'm one of those guys that are going to put the English out there, I'm going to pull you aside. I'm not going to scare the shit out of you, but we're going to speak clearly and we're going to get to the bottom of objective truths. Or I'll kick you in the ass. There you go.
That's a perfect
Seriously, try me out if you don't believe it. All right. Speaking of crazy motherfuckers,
Beer.
guys, we have to go over this. I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna go over it because as musicians, we have these funny little tools and they come and go, just like MySpace. The latest on TikTok ban in the U.S. is that TikTok is still actually banned. The president has granted its stay of execution. If you guys don't, it sounds fucking insane. I'll probably get caught. What is it? I'll probably get community banned for saying that. Listen, that extension may not necessarily be legal, which could still mean that TikTok's operation in the U.S. still remains a violation of law. But people can use it, so.
Have fun.
Right. After the Supreme Court upheld TikTok's sell-off bill late last week, officially titled Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary-Controlled Applications Act, TikTok was forced to shut down on Sunday the 19th in line with the Senate-approved law. But the ongoing administration said that it wouldn't actually enforce the law, leaving it up to the current president, who would be inaugurated the following day, to enforce it. That left a day of uncertainty which is what led to TikTok blackout over the weekend. Over the weekend, because app stores and providers risk a fine, $5,000 fine per user if they violate the law. Okay? The president assured these providers that they wouldn't be fined if they violated the act. I don't know if you want to take his recommendations, but Apple and Google have thus far refused to support the app in their stores due to concerns about political liabilities. Oracle, however, which runs back end of support for TikTok, has accepted the president's assurances, which is why TikTok is now up and running again for U.S. users. But it remains absent from the app stores because the official approved law enacted by the Senate and signed off by the former president is currently in effect. As noted, among his first executive orders, the new president granted TikTok a 75-day extension on the original bill timeline in order to work out an alternative arrangement to keep it running in the U.S. But legal experts have suggested that this is fucking stupid, and the law is already in effect. Had he enacted it before the January 19th day, that would have been applicable because it is being applied in retrospect. The concern now is that all the providers are indeed liable for fines, and TikTok remains banned in the United States. Go ahead, Lexi.
I'm also watching this,
Yeah.
and I'm reading this as you are reading this. And I have
Yeah,
never
read along.
read something so confusing the second someone gets
Makes you
involved.
want to roll it and light it.
Right.
That's crazy.
So it's like it has this, but it's still this, but other people have something going on. It's like, just stick. It's what you were saying earlier. Say what you mean to me, what you say. If it is banned, then it is banned.
Whew. My whole thing is like, do we break more laws while we're not following the ones that we have? Like, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
This is why I say that is because people are generating money and people getting paid and all this stuff is monetized, just like Spotify and DistroKid and everything. And that's why I'm reading this. I'm not really reading this because of the Senate and the House and Aunt Jemima and Hunu. What I'm talking about is, how the fuck are we all gonna get paid?
Looks like you're not. on
That's
your
what I'm saying.
platform.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying from a musician standpoint, this is not great because we were all, once again, just like MySpace, we were all encouraged to put our music here.
This goes to that old
That's what I'm saying.
saying. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You know?
Yes.
Even as a content creator, musician, don't just post to one place or a couple places. Post it everywhere if you're going to post. Because one day, it might not be there.
Yo,
Even
is there
all
an
of it
echo?
might not be there.
Is there an echo? Anybody? I forgot to ask. I'm going to be really mad if there is. Is there an echo?
Did you leave the delay on?
No, I never do. No, there's no delay. I just know that we've had it happen before. I can check. Son of a bitch. I can't, like, I'm, you know what I mean? Like, I can't monitor it unless I remember. I might have, like, Hans, I'd ask, huh? Oh, okay. Does it sound studio quality? I said, does it sound like studio quality? All right, it's fine. Brandon said it's fine. Are we playing ICG tonight? Yes, we are. We got some Xbox news coming up, guys. So, anyways, moving right along, because that's what I do now. Guys, if you've accomplished, I don't know what this article, let me see what it's from. This is from the Personal Branding blog. Okay, you can follow along if you want to. or not. Me and Lexi choose these every day, and we do what we want to do when we feel like it. If you've accomplished these 10 things in life, you're more successful than you think, according to this blog.
I was about to say, according to what? Like, what's the comparison?
It's just the internet.
Okay.
This show is just me talking about the internet.
This is articles on the
all of
internet.
this could not even be real.
Probably
Where's
not.
Morpheus?
Probably not.
See?
Right.
All I do is read the articles and respond to them. William versus the world. It's not this doesn't make sense. Like nothing we're doing here is supposed to do anything.
Because the world doesn't make sense.
Right. This is just a fucking I'm just a black guy on the internet talking about shit. I'm just responding to the internet. Me and my yellow hat.
Responding to the world.
That's it. I play guitar for a band and I talk about absolutely nothing.
Let's figure out the 10 things
You wouldn't
we need to do.
Right, so let's figure it out
to be
together.
successful.
So we're going to be successful together. We're going to figure it out. Success. Well, I got to learn how to talk. I'm not going to be successful at podcasting if I can't speak English.
It's okay. Your tongue was tied.
It
Try
was.
again.
Success is a relative term, and we often undervalue our achievements.
I like your yellow hat.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. I'm going to start wearing more yellow now that I got those sneakers. It dawned on me. I don't know when I'm going to wear these yellow sneakers. They're the best things in the world. And I buy sneakers that I'll never wear them because I buy sneakers that I like so much, I don't have outfits to match them.
Why not wear it on stage?
Well, I don't have no stage outfits that would match yellow jumpers. Feel free, anybody out there, to buy me outfits. I'll send you links.
Your outfit for the upcoming show.
That's orange.
Yellow and red make orange. Yellow
They do?
match.
This
Yes.
sounds. I don't believe you.
Yes, look it up.
Yellow
Red
and orange make red.
No, red and yellow make orange.
Oh,
So my point
I don't know this
being-
stuff.
So my point being, if you were to wear yellow, it would match, because you need yellow to make orange. It would
Do you
match.
hear somebody drilling something?
Yeah,
That was crazy.
it would match. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's my point. It would match.
Do we have a lighter for the Mirror Junies? I think you know what I want? I want to do a candle right here.
Fire. I don't have a lighter.
I want to do a candle right here. I think it should be part of the set.
Don't we not look for one? Is that what
Well,
you're asking?
what I need a place. I need
I was
see?
talking about the lighter.
Oh, well, that's up to you. That's up to you.
You need a lighter to
Yes,
light
I
the
do.
candle.
Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate
We'll
it.
be right back.
Thank you.
But that is a good idea. Candle, fire, right in the back.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, do it.
All right, I'm gonna go on Instagram and get arrested. Don't watch me on Instagram, everybody. I'm just going there. I'm not gonna respond to them. I'm just being there. You know what I mean? Maybe the SWAT team will show up. Hold on a second. This can be done. So we had several. Aha. All right, let's get to it. Sorry about that. Sorry to startle you. Success is a relative term, and we often undervalue our achievements. We compare ourselves to others, and we feel we fall short. But according to psychology, because we know so much about the brain, there are certain accomplishments that truly indicate success. Can I say something before we get started? That success is just a word, right? Or should I leave this for the thought after? Okay. I'm just saying success is different depending on who you ask. And if you're able to make predictions about your goals and accomplishments, then you can get to the end and make the determination whether or not you are successful. I hope that makes sense. Oh, thank you. Thank you. For those of you that are double dipping, I appreciate you. Is everything okay? Okay, embracing failure. Here's the hard truth, everybody. Nobody likes to fail. It's uncomfortable and it can feel like shit.
Right.
All right? But here's the thing about failure. It's also an incredibly powerful tool for growth. I can agree with this. Psychologists tell us, and I don't know anybody, but they do tell us that those who aren't afraid to fail and who instead see failure as an opportunity to learn and improve are often more successful in the long run. Motherfucker. The ones who take risks, push boundaries, and aren't being pussies aren't deterred by the prospect of not succeeding the first time around. What are your thoughts? Does anybody have any thoughts about that? Thank you for the hearts.
I agree with that.
Okay.
The first time you start something,
Yes.
9 times out of 10, you might fail.
This is why people quit guitar all the time. 90% of the people that have expressed to me that they want to learn guitar quit as soon as they learn that it's not easy. You know what I mean?
The second someone realizes the hard work it takes to do something is usually when they start determining if this is for them or not. And we start developing this, I think, as children. Because we'll start, let's say, for example, like as a child, you're like, I want to be a painter. So you'll paint and all that. Then you get older and you're like, I don't want to paint anymore. Instead, I want to do something completely unartistic. So I think, like, once people realize or get to a certain place, they'll be like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do something else.
Yeah. I think in terms of success, people have a hard time measuring success because they don't stick with something long enough to start really seeing the fruits of their labor. Like, think about if you're opening up a vending, like a hot dog vending. Think if you're opening up a restaurant. Think if you're opening up a pool hall or a club. You know, you might not see profits to maybe, 2 to 4 years. You know, you might not be positive. You might not see a return. You might not see, ROI until your first 3 or 4 years. So a lot of times, and that goes for marriages,
Bands.
kids. That goes for churches. That goes for lots of things that people want to do. I mean, if you wanted to, like, we're in a heavy metal band, a rock and roll band, a little local band. You know what I mean? We're not nothing special, but just the same. If you wanted to be a snowboarder, it cost you $5,000 a year. You want to be in a fucking rock and roll band? You want to, be a hot shot in church? You're gonna have to invest in that community and the experience, and you're gonna have to
Invest in yourself and in what you're doing.
Right, right. You know what I mean? If you want to be a professional gamer or a ping pong player, you're gonna notice you're spending a lot of time, and you're gonna have to do it to a point where you're breaking through, you're making breakthroughs and achieving to a point where the goals and the achievements that you made predictions about, you've determined that they've come true and you are indeed successful.
Mm-hmm. That's why they always say, like, when you're doing something, to have goals set in place, have a plan, have a mission, have all this layered out, so that you have a fall safe for when you go into those little troubling times with yourself. Like, can I really do this? Can I really play the guitar? Can I really do this whole band thing?
Right, because you're going to keep, it's like incremental gain, There comes a point in incremental gain where if you make the determination that you've made it or you've hit the ceiling, then you start to feel like you failed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Finding balance. In a world where work-life balance often feels like a myth, managing to find that sweet equilibrium is significant achievement. Is a significant achievement. Excuse me. The author goes on to say, I remember a time when he was working long hours, barely able to take a break, and he felt exhausted, burnt out, and disconnected from the things that he loved outside of his work. He goes on to say he made a conscious decision to prioritize balance in life. He started setting boundaries at work, scheduling quality time with my loved ones, his loved ones, and making time for hobbies that recharged him. So, I mean, we're talking about rest. We're talking about relaxation. We're talking about having a balanced diet in terms of activities in your life. The change was tremendous, he said, not just in his personal life, but also in professional performance. Fulfilled, productive, happier overall. How do you feel about that? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Thank you for everybody watching on Instagram. I appreciate y'all.
I think there's levels to everything.
You ain't lying.
Like
Talk to me.
even someone that like does work long hours and have burnout, to some people that is like success to them because they're doing something that they love. So if that's the price for doing something that they love, they're going to do it. Like most scientists stay up long hours just to come up with an equation. And once they come up with it and they present it to other scientists, they can either accept or deny it. But to him, that's his hardest work. Like he loved it. He did all these long hours. He stayed up really late. He got burned out. He hit those walls, incremental games, and he still came up. So
some people want to be known for that. Some people want to be known and appreciated for having longevity, stamina. I mean, that happens with us sometimes. People will run into us and go, oh, wow, Sepsis, I didn't know you guys were still around. Like, oh, wow, you guys are still doing that? And we look at people all the time. We're like, so you're still quitting stuff?
because it's basically what they're saying.
You know what I mean? So we see people all the time. And they're like, oh, wow, you guys are still playing guitar. And we're like, yeah, so you're still abandoning all of your ideas. I see you. Or people who say, oh, my God, I can't believe those guys are all still together, And we'll say, it's no question why you're still not.
Why you're so separated.
Yeah, no, it's true. I get that. No, people do want that concrete stamp of no, that guy, think about like magicians like David Blaine or like David Copperfield or illusionists or people that stay up or get buried in the sand. Mm-hmm. That's not different than the guy on Wall Street that trades Bitcoin coming out of his ass crack. Mm-hmm. I mean, today it's one thing, tomorrow it's another.
Yeah, like to someone, burnout isn't a bad thing, but to everyone else, it's the end of the world. It's like
right, like
it's so perspective based
for sure. And the other thing is like look at past civilizations where we look at those people and go, oh my God, they were psychotic for moving these big blocks, or they were so stupid, we overshoot and go, oh, they were just brilliant,
There's never a middle ground.
The compromise is the difficult part.
Right, the common sense part.
You are not lying. Okay. Here you go. Cultivating resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, twists and turns. The journey can sometimes feel a little bit overwhelming. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity, is a key indicator of success. It's not about avoiding hardship, but rather about how you respond to it. Resilience can be learned and developed by anyone. Can it? I don't know. It isn't an inherent trait, but a skill that can be honed over time. If you've faced adversity and emerged stronger and wiser, you're demonstrating a level of success that goes beyond surface achievements. You're embodying the very essence of resilience. You like that one? Here's one of my personal favorites. Practicing gratitude This one is difficult for people that can't keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
How y'all doing?
Gratitude. That's a big one.
Gratitude may seem like a fairly simple concept, but it holds an immense power in shaping our perspective towards life. And you know, I'm always saying this.
Oh, for sure. We talk about it every day.
If you're not grateful, it shows because you're not talking about it every day. That's how I know the most ungrateful motherfuckers. Because if you're truly grateful, you're great. You get every opportunity to talk about how grateful you are. You start doing that. That's why people can't stand me, because I'm one of the most grateful motherfuckers that have ever been known. I'm grateful for every moment that I have. This has been a blast. I wait till I'm done here. I'm gonna go have some fun after this. Right when I'm done doing this, I'm gonna go have fun. Everything that I do, I have fun. Whether it's working, fucking, moving shit, even I don't care if we have to clean up the bedroom. I figure out a way. I've tried to find the beauty in everything. The other day, I banged my ankle off the fucking wall. Somebody's like, "Are you all right?" And I said, "I'm fine because I have the ability to say so." I think the general thought is it's just easy. If you're grateful, then you don't. I think if you practice gratitude often, guys, in all seriousness, then you're less likely to take it out on other people. Okay? Does that make sense? I know I was talking shit a second ago, but just guys, sometimes I have to be like remotely entertaining. I'm just goofing. I hope you understand. This thing just moved. I will say the other day that crash symbol made a crash sound, and we weren't standing near it. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And I know that there's a scientific explanation for it. That's why I didn't bring it up. Psychological studies have found that people who regularly practice gratitude by acknowledging the good in their lives are more likely to experience positive emotions such as happiness, satisfaction, and physical health. And I'll tell you, the happier you are, the more nuts you're going to bust. Don't look at me like that. This is an adult program. The happier you are, the more people want to fuck you. If that's not a reason right there to be happy and shut the fuck up, there's one. I can't think of anything else better than that. If you are happier, you will make more money. That would be the second thing that I would say that is going to happen to you. Being happy, you're going to put out a charge. You're going to put out an energy in the room that says, man, I'm somebody that has enough happiness for everybody. You ever hear that? Did you bring enough for the class? Once you learn how to be grateful, you start to bring enough for the class. If you've made gratitude a part of your life, if you take the time to appreciate the small victories and the big blessings alike, then you've achieved a sense of contentment that many strive for. This is a surefire sign of success. All right? This joint right here is a sign of success. All right, here we go. This is one I talk about all the time. Setting and achieving personal goals, Lex.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
It's a good one.
But I have to keep all the good ones at the bottom.
I don't know. Have you ever set a personal goal and reached it?
Yeah.
If your answer is yes, then that is a testament to your success. Whether it's running a marathon, learning a new language, or even mastering the art of baking a perfect sourdough bread, setting personal goals and achieving them requires discipline, perseverance, and determination. God damn it.
I like the way they said that.
You know, there are qualities often associated with successful individuals. So whether your goals are big or they're small, the mere fact that you've set them and worked to achieve them is a clear indication of your success. Here's one that I like.
This is good.
Making a positive impact. One of the greatest measures of success, according to psychology, is the positive impact you've made on the lives of others. Yeah. Have you ever helped a friend in need, volunteered your time for a cause you care about, or simply offered a kind word to a stranger? These acts of kindness, no matter how small they seem, have the power to change lives. The joy and fulfillment that comes from making a positive difference is a profound indicator of success. It means you've touched another person's life, and in doing so, you've achieved something truly meaningful. Gio says, but does it really have to be sourdough? I prefer.
Oh my gosh.
He said, I prefer pumpernickel.
Stop.
Me too. I like
my
pumpernickel.
gosh.
Why don't we ever get pumpernickel? I would eat that all the time.
They're missing the point.
We need to start getting pumpernickel.
Get whatever you want. It's your world.
Okay, this is one of my personal. I hope it ends on this. It's not. Do you want me to go faster? I'm gonna go faster. No, I'm gonna go a little bit faster. This is one of my personal favorite. Buckle up. For a long time, I struggled with self-love. I was my own harshest critic, always focusing on what I perceived as my flaws and mistakes. Then I realized the importance of self-love in leading a fulfilling life. I started to appreciate myself, my strengths, and even my weaknesses. It wasn't an overnight change, but a gradual process of accepting and loving myself for who I truly am. This journey towards self-love is a significant achievement that often goes unnoticed. If you've begun to love yourself, your flaws, and all the things that you were born with, then you've reached a level of success that many people spend their entire lives striving for. Embracing solitude. In a world that often equates being alone or being lonely, learning to appreciate and enjoy your own company can seem somewhat unconventional. Yet, finding comfort in solitude can be a powerful accomplishment. It allows you to reflect, recharge, and reconnect with yourself on a much deeper level. Psychologists have found solace in solitude can foster creativity, improve mental health, and even enhance relationships with others. This is what I'm going to say to that, though. Don't isolate and get weird, though.
Yeah, there's a difference between solitude and isolation and being lonely.
Oh, man.
I
was in jail.
Differences.
You can go down. You know, because, you get locked up, and sometimes you get locked up with 300 people you really shouldn't talk to. You should stay away. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So, you got to find different kinds of solitude in a situation like that. You know what I mean? So, that can turn into isolation, is what I'm saying. In a fast-paced world, maintaining meaningful relationships can be quite a challenging thing to do. Juggling various commitments and responsibilities often leaves little time for nurturing personal connections. This is true, man, especially with all the apps and the gadgets and everything you got to do at work, in and out of your personal life. But you've managed to cultivate and maintain a deep, meaningful relationship with family, friends, or even colleagues. You've accomplished something truly commendable. by balancing all of these things, The relationships that enrich our lives, offering support, love, and companionship, keeping those things together, they contribute to overall happiness and a sense of belonging. That's why, around here we're always saying so many good things about our parents,
Mm-hmm.
That's why we always promote family here,
Yeah.
Yo, what up? Yo, you guys are awesome. This is so awesome, guys. Living authentically. The most valuable accomplishment in life, according to psychology, is living authentically. This means being true to your values, pursuing your passions, and not conforming to societal pressures or expectations. It's about embracing who you are and living a life that reflects that. Authenticity leads to a sense of fulfillment and contentment that is deeply tied to personal success. If you're living a life on your own terms, congruent with your true self, then you have achieved the ultimate measure of success. Dude, come on, don't fucking play no games.
That is heavy.
What? Yo, come on, man.
That was really
I hope
cool.
y'all was feeling that, because I picked that one specially for everybody.
Mhm.
I know we cover a lot of shit, so I'm like, I gotta cover some more positive stuff as much as possible.
Motivation.
I'm trying to balance out some of it. I know it probably isn't as wacky as me yelling at sex offenders, but every now and then we gotta have some other stuff going on.
Definitely.
I hope y'all like that. So here is, what the fuck is this? What happened? Oh. So guys, this is Loudwire's top 25 best rock songs of the last 25 years. Do you want to hear them? Want to hear it? Here you go. What do you guys think? I want to see if you guys like them too. I don't want to read the article though. The 25 best rock songs of the last 25 years. 2000 to 24.
What's the first?
Three Doors Down, Kryptonite.
That's true. That is a pretty big song. That is pretty big. That's like in every.
If he'd go crazy, then would you still call him Superman's?
Right.
That's a good one.
What's the next one?
I like that one. You know what I mean? I'm getting to that age where I like a good clean guitar in the background.
I knew it. I knew it.
You know I like that. That's dope. I never when that song came out, Three Doors Down from a Puddle of Nickel Queen. I didn't even like that shit. Now I do.
Over time.
Oh yeah.
Just like with anything.
The Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah.
Sing it.
I don't know it.
Oh.
Okay. But it's good. Kryptonite.
Sing what you know.
I don't even like Superman, but I like that song, Kryptonite. Kryptonite. Yeah. That'd be a good one for you to drum. Here's the next one. Alice in Chains. Check My Brain.
I don't know that song.
Melissa! What do you think? Alice in fucking Chains. Alice in fucking Chains. No, I'm saying though. Do you know the song Check My Brain? Oh. We're gonna have to. Oh, what the fuck? Why do we not know this song? I'm starting to feel strange.
Write it down. We'll listen to it after.
I'm gonna listen to it after when the fucking SWAT team gets here.
Yeah, we're definitely in the Matrix.
My brain. Fuck them.
We know what to do if that ever happens.
Right.
But I'm just saying.
Here's another one. Blink 182, 2004. We gotta back the fuck up.
Wait,
Hold on.
what?
Hold up.
What song?
Do you want to hear it? No, I'm saying I'm gonna do this all over again. Alice in Chains, 2009, Check My Brain. Do you know it? I'm writing it down because I. And another thing, are you an Alice in Chains fan?
I've never listened
You said
to them.
You said
I've never
Think
listened.
of no. Think of somebody was like, "Are you a Sepsis fan?" And they went, what? Yo, whoa.
Well, hold on. That's because I was trying to get my thoughts together. I would never
Yo, we
listen
should. Next
to
time somebody
Alice-
says, I'm gonna jump on them.
Okay.
All right.
I never listened to an Alice in Chains song, so I can't really say that I like them or not, because I never heard
Oh
of
my
their
God! You
music.
want to do like an Alice in Chains walk down
Yeah.
after this?
Sure.
We'll
yeah.
just roll up and just walk it down.
I'm
We got
with
enough
it.
time before I see the G.
I'm totally
All right.
with this.
Wow. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not. This is gonna sound terrible because sometimes I have to say terrible things. I'm not a big fan of Alice in Chains. I hate when people say that. You know, I'm not a big fan of something. So let me do something that I don't like to do. I'm not a big fan of Alice in Chains. Like, who cares if you? you know when people do that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a big, like, you'd be like, I love chicken. And they'd be like, I'm not a big fan of chicken. Motherfucker, ain't nobody even asked you.
Right.
So I had to do that, you know. Nobody cares if you're not a big fan of something. People need to stop that. Like, hey, yeah, I'm not a big fan of rice. Well, then don't eat it. Nobody's holding you hostage, Will, to listening to Alice in Chains. Cut the crap.
No.
That's how it is, though, you know. Oh man, I love Sunkiss is great. Really? Is that what you're drinking? Yes. I'm not a big fan. Or like, see, people will ask you. People will ask
Oh
you,
my
like,
God.
no. People will be like, people will look down and be, like, what kind of kicks are those? And you'd be like, Reebok. You'd be like, I'm not a big fan. What? What? No, you set me up.
Right.
What do you mean you're not a big
No.
fan? I didn't ask you to wear my sneakers, motherfucker.
Not only did he set it up, he also set it up on himself.
Like what?
Gets
We don't
slapped
even.
in the face.
What? We don't have the same size shoes. You ever hear that expression? You know,
We're not supposed to like the same things all the
right?
time.
Try to walk in another man's shoes. Nobody invited you,
Right.
sucker.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not a big fan of Chinese food.
Are you a big fan of this hand going on your face and you
You are
crying?
aggressive. You got your pepper spray?
Yeah.
Okay. Blink 182, 2004. I miss you. Ring a bell?
Yeah, I know that song.
You know the song. All right. What about that? Nobody cares.
Do.
Do. I you know, it says stuff here too, but
I'm shocked
gonna-
it didn't say all the small things.
Bring me the horizon. Can you feel my heart?
Oh my god.
You like that one?
No.
No. All right. Fucking A. Wow.
It's too digital for me.
Really? I've never
Yeah.
even heard it.
Even his screams
For real?
to me sounds digital.
Is it like rah, like
Kinda,
kind of
yeah.
like, you know what I mean, like in
Yeah.
this moment type of? All right. Ah, 3 Doors Down from a Puddle of Nickel Creed. One Last Breath, 2001. What do you think? What do you think?
I'm just happy that they're on the list again.
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan. No,
They're
look,
good bands.
look.
They're on here twice, so clearly.
Who? Creed?
No. Puddle, 3 Doors Down.
No, I say that for all of them. When I say 3 Doors Down from a Puddle of Nickel Creed, I mean all of them bands together.
Yeah.
I just, instead of saying hole or fucking snot, I just put it all together, you know? I don't know the difference. Hold on. People, no, it's not funny.
To address them
Listen,
all
when
at the
people make
same
fun of
time.
sepsis, I got thick skin, baby.
Uh-huh. You do.
People call us all kinds of shit.
yeah.
Step kids and step sis, and we know what people are really thinking. But needless to say, I digress. Get your mind out of the gutter. People make fun of us all the fucking time, and I don't have a problem with it. Metal bands have funny names.
They did it to themselves.
That's what I'm saying. Butchered babies. Like, that's ridiculous. You know that's fucking corny. I love when people make fun of us and like, oh, Sepsis, that's a corny name. Give me one metal band that isn't a corny ass fucking name. Sleep Token. That's the most unmetal shit I've ever heard. Chuck E. Cheese tokens and going to sleep and all of that. That sounds like it's nap time.
Good night.
Study music.
Background noise.
Okay. The Deftones.
Mhm.
2000. In the House of Flies. La?
I don't know that song.
La? We don't know?
No.
I don't know it either.
I don't know.
Okay.
Happy they're on the list. Yay.
Here we go.
Oh.
Disturbed. 2000.
Mm-hmm.
Down with the Sickness. I like Disturbed.
They're a good band.
I like them because they're like, I don't know. I just like metal. I like metal bands when they act unbelievable. You know what I mean? Like when they go a little, like it's a little outrageous.
Mm-hmm.
I find I find some of the musical tastes and some of the presentation to be outrageous, and it makes me smile. You know what I mean? It's not dangerous. They're not going to burn down a church. You know, he's got a glossy jacket on and he's two-stepping. You know?
I love Disturbed.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. Hey, here's one for you. Evanescence, Bring Me to Life.
Oh, snap.
I don't know why this song makes people so angry. 2003, Bring Me to Life. And go on your favorite attention machine obnoxious app that you can find, right? And just post Evanescence Falling CD, Bring Me to Life. Just put it on, just post it as is. There'll be somebody in the comments that says something terrible. They just can't help it. It's almost like what's that one? Saint Anger. Metallica. You know?
Mm-hmm.
When they had that snare. Fang, pang, pang, pang. And people they can't live it down. They won't let go.
They still can't live it down.
I like that snare because it's so bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It
awful.
stands out.
Fuck it. Somebody had to do it.
Right. Someone had to do something different.
I'm not saying everything, for sure. Everything that we do isn't my favorite. Everything that we've recorded throughout the years, I'm not like, I love this decision. That's why you have the live opportunity, right? Because then you learn your song and you're like, I could have did a little better here, or let's tighten up the solo there. You
Doing
get
the performance.
That's exactly right. Fall Out Boy.
Okay.
Sugar, We're Gone Down.
What?
2004.
What?
Yep.
Love that song.
Foo Fighters. 2007. The Pretender.
Hey.
Egg.
The Pretender.
Ghost.
Oh.
2016. Square Hammer.
What?
Yeah. I
Huh?
don't know nothing about that. Green Day, American Idiot, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, 2024. What do you think?
That's a good
Oh.
song.
Oh, Greta Van Poots, Highway Tune, 2017. Please, please, please don't nobody get mad at me. This is not a band that I like.
Hmm?
Have you ever heard this band?
What?
Greta Van Fleet.
No. Nope.
Okay. We're going to listen to it.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the background between me and Greta.
Okay.
No offense. Nothing personal. Only professional.
Okay.
I don't like them professionally. They're probably great human beings. People cannot like my music. I'm not afraid of them. A lot of people don't like my music, and I look forward to that, because that means that the people that do like my music like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one of those people that want people to like my music that don't. You know how like there's some artists and musicians and bands out there, they're making music and they hope that Spotify likes it, or they hope that, they hope that an A&R responds to it, or they hope that... I don't make music hoping that DJs are going to like it. I can't live my life like that, I can't live my life making music hoping people that don't like my music are going to convert to liking my music. I don't even like opening up for big bands because I don't believe that there's even a fucking chance that you can convert another successful band's fans into your unsuccessful fans of your band. I don't believe that you can go to a massively successful band. If you went to a massively successful established band and you open up for them, I don't think you wake up the next morning with more Twitter followers. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's not in the business of large bands, legacy companies, and corporations to build up their competition in the future. Like, DistroKid isn't hoping that we make millions, because then we leave them.
Mm-hmm.
Husbands aren't hoping that their wives hit a scratch ticket. Listen, if you're married and your wife is in the other room going crazy on scratch tickets, she's trying to leave you. She's trying, and it's for real, she's trying to get lucky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I thought we should be happy together. Where are you going?
Right.
Well, oh shit. Hailstorm, Love Bites. So Do I. 2012. I don't recall that song, and I feel like I should. I was in the joint at that time. 2012. I was in the joint, and I was listening. That's why I discovered Hailstorm is that year. Or maybe I'll remember. I don't recall that. Hinder, Lips of an Angel. That is a great strip club song. I've seen so many girls come out to that song. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Did they just babble along in that one? She got the lips of an angel jumping over rainbow. It's like, that's all it does. I can't even recall anything else it does. Can you remember anything about that song? Like, that comes to mind? I like the tempo is like, I could feel the tempo, but I don't know. And all I can remember is, sound so sweet. The lips of an angel, let my nuts dangle, hanging to the spangle, jump a jiggy bangle. But I don't really know what it does.
They did a really good job with the drums. That's all I remember.
Yes. The drums are rocking.
They sound so
and they got the sexy girl on the cover. Let's do it. Here's one that I could pass on, but some of you guys might love it. Limp Bizkit, Rolling Air Raid Vehicle in 2000. I gotta be real with you, man. I'm one of the few people on planet Earth. I've always not liked Limp Bizkit. I do wish they'd turn the DJ up more. And I like the guitar player, Wes there. He's cool too. They've had several different people on the kit. Great drummer's a great drummer. Like, I could fucking hate your band and love your drummer.
Right. That's how it goes.
Right. I've never hated a band, by the way. I'm just talking shit, guys. Just Limp Bizkit. No, no, I really don't like their music. I really don't. But this is why, listen, the only reason why I say openly that I don't like their music is because people don't like my music, too. So we can all be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Linkin Park, In the End, 2001. I'm a newly Linkin Park fan. And I'm fans of both versions equally. But I'm a new fan of Linkin Park. It's cool being a new fan of Linkin Park because I'm from the Linkin Park era, but I didn't like Linkin Park growing up. Because to me it was just terrible rap and terrible metal put together. Now, shit, music's so fucking terrible. That shit sounds great. So now it's like, holy shit, I'm into this shit. I didn't realize at the time how bad music was going to be in the future. So now when I listen to a band like Linkin Park, I'm fucking blown away. And I don't give a fuck, Chester or Emily, whatever. I'll take both of them. That's dope. I like both. I like both versions, the classic Linkin Park, and I like the new Linkin Park because I never used to like them back in the 2000s. I had no interest in that fucking band. So to me, the whole band's new. So I like all of it. It's a brand new treat. I have so many bands that I didn't understand, or I was just too young, and stubborn and mouthy. I was too narrow-minded to like a lot of shit in my teens and my 20s, Either, it wasn't the idea of what I thought metal was, or it wasn't the idea of what I thought rap was, or it wasn't what you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I definitely didn't understand any form of business, or following any rules. I just looked at the world through the eyes of a cartoon character. So looking at these kids, you know what I mean? My age, a little older, a little younger, jumping around to me, they just look like kids stealing my job. So I hated everything. You know what I mean? Any successful young people that I watched on TV, I was fucking pissed. Because, I was in jail watching this shit. I was like, I want to make music. But that, what I'm saying? Looking, from, the mindset of somebody that had been in institutions my whole life. That's how I viewed it. I couldn't play guitar like them. I couldn't do that. So, anything that you don't understand, you kind of fear, when you're a child. It's intimidating. You rock and roll, oh man, classical music, oh man, right? Mm-hmm. You hear, oh man, I'm not going to listen to blues. Old people listen to blues. But it's like, you're not making a connection, of how important these things still are. Anyhow, Mammoth. This is, I can tell. This is, what's his name? The Van Halen son there. Wolfgang. Is that his name? Forgive me if I don't know. Because I don't know. Grunge. Do I like grunge? I like grunge more now. Thank you for asking. I didn't like grunge when grunge came out. It made me really angry. Because at the time, I was into Testament, Megadeth, and really can I be honest with you? All the music that I liked growing up, if it wasn't very masculine and violent, I didn't like it. I didn't even like music about sex. You know what I mean? I didn't you know what I mean? Girls would come over, you have house parties and girls come over and put on sexy R&B and stuff like that. I wanted nothing to do that. We go on a date with a girl and she put on some slick music. I don't want to hear that. She put on Shy or something. No fucking way. I would have told her to turn it off. I liked Onyx and Pantera and M.O.P. No way. Me growing up, if you wasn't yelling, swearing, or kicking somebody's ass in the music, I didn't want to hear that shit. I was angry as shit, and then my music had to match. You know what I mean? I was trying hard to become a male, to become an adult, and I needed music to reflect that. When I was building my identity, I needed to be scary. I didn't want I didn't want to learn about love and shit. That's a terrible idea. Mm-hmm. Young men, not the young men I was raised. We didn't believe in that shit. You might have got beaten up listening to R&B. Seriously, Here's another one, guys. My Chemical Romance. Welcome back to the Black Parade.
Ooh, that's a good song.
You like that one?
That's a good song. Yep.
Nickelback, You Remind Me.
Ooh.
Nickelback, You Remind Me. 2021. Papa Roach, Last Resort. 2000. These are all good picks, though. I ain't gonna lie. Mm-hmm. Paramore, Misery Business. I have to hear it. I don't recall it. The Pretty Reckless, another band I just never Give me one song that they sing.
Heaven knows.
I would never know that, right? At least it's not funny. I tell you that my heart hurts when I cry.
Ray doesn't sound like Billie
my
Eilish.
God. There's something in my mind.
Yeah, she doesn't sound like that.
Shine Down, Second Chance. That's weird. How come I wasn't staring down the barrel of the 45 or whatever? If you put that song out now, the SWAT team might come. Jeez. Stained, a band that I really couldn't stand, and now I like Stained.
What?
Get out the fucking floor cleaner.
What song?
It's been a while, and and it has been a while since I heard it. But that's not the one I thought they were going to choose. That's not the one I thought they were going to choose. This one is it's been a while, 2001. Boy, starting to feel old now. Led Zeppelin, Immigrant Song. That's 1970. Like, are you bugging? That's crazy. Like, 71, Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven. I agree. Alice Cooper, 72, School's Out. Great. ZZ Top, La Grange. Leonard Skinner, Sweet Home Alabama.
Woo!
Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody. These are good picks, though. Aerosmith, Dream On. Hotel California, The Eagles, 77. Van Halen, Running with the Devil. 1978.
Ooh, that's a good song.
79, AC/DC, Highway to Hell. 1980, Pat Benatar, Hit Me With Your Best Shot. What a great song.
Oh, yeah, fire away.
AC/DC, Back in Black.
That's a good song.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
That's a good song.
Here's one for you. 1982, Journey, Don't Stop Believing.
Woo!
All the hits, huh?
Uh-huh.
Van Halen, Jump, 83.
Yeah.
84, We're Not Gonna Get Naked.
Yes, we are. Let's go.
Motley Crue, Home Sweet Home, 85.
Mm-hmm.
Bon Jovi, You Give Love a Bad Name. I love that song. 86. 87, Guns N' Roses, Welcome to the Jungle. Who could forget?
Oh, yeah, that's like everyone's opening
Def
song.
Leppard, Pour Some Sugar on Me. Kickstart My Heart, Motley Crue. AC/DC, Thunderstruck. Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Oh.
Killing in the Name, Rage Against the Machine. I'm glad they did that. Smashing Pumpkins, that's for you, Hans. Green Day, Basket Case. More Human Than Human, White Zombie. Bulls on Parade. Everlong by the Foo Fighters.
Ah!
Celebrity Skin from Hole. I just said Hole. That's so crazy. Creed. I'm glad I said something. Now it's relevant. Papa Roach, Last Resort. Another Linkin Park, In the End. The third Foo Fighters song. I'm blown away.
Yes.
Yeah. Bring Me to
That's
Life. It
incredible.
wound up being on there. There you have it, guys. That is quite the list.
Mhm.
So go check it out on Loudwire. I'm going to go eat some chicken. Guys, I'll check you out. We'll play some ICG tonight. Thank you, Scott. Of course, Brandon, Hans, and everybody else. Trish. Always you, Trish. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me. I'll see you guys next Monday for another episode
Bye.
of William versus the World.